it's a good point about the street level, because I think, a lot of this podcast, we talk about the location specifically. So identifying the right locations and, all the drivers that go into quote hotspots, kind of those areas or emerging markets as well. And people kind of might just then go, all right, I found a suburb that I think is going to grow, and this is my suburb. And then just kind of plug that into realestate.com, and then anything that comes up in that suburb that comes available, they're like, that one, in my price range, kind of ticks my boxes, that one. And we'll kind of just skip over the street, They'll just think, it's in the suburb I want, it's in my price range, let's go for it. Whereas the street level side of things has a massive impact on the growth potential of it. As you said, like, what is the quality of the street in terms of the amount of renters versus owner occupiers? Because if there's more owner occupiers, you're going to have a better kept area, and it's going to grow better and be more appealing into the future. And so, I think that the street level side of things as well, you're right, in part of the due diligence for people is really important, particularly in this market.
Totally.
People rushing in and just going, I'll just buy that one.
Totally. Yeah, most people don't get it, right? Because they just think, what? Hang on, right suburb. But the easy way to think about it is, let's use Bondi, because we're in Bondi, right?
Are we in Bondi?
We're in Bondi, in case you know. We talk about all this stuff. But like a house that is right next to the ocean, right, is going to be a 3-bedroom house that is right next to the ocean, overlooking the beach, is going to be worth a hell of a lot more than one that's way up in one way up in the back streets and on the side of a hill and, south facing and all of these other kind of things. And it could have the same postcode, right? Yeah. So understanding that it's not like, that's a very simple way to kind of break it down, right? Now, not every suburbs have beaches and whatever, but the point remains the same. You've got all these various aspects like public housing, you've got proximity to the point of greatest utility, you've got convenience, so is there public transport, walkable shops, is there all of these kind of things that kind of go into finding, is this, you've even got other things as well, like what's the proximity to a power transfer station, right? So a lot of people don't even look at that, right? So we look at it, if it's within 200 meters of a power transfer station, it's like pretty much gets vetoed, so there's all of these other
lifestyle factors. I've always had a theory that the areas in the streets with bigger trees are better growth.
You also had a theory though, Gabby, that
I've got some good theories.
Yeah. What was the Commodore theory of growth?
Oh, the Commodore one. Basically, just when there's heaps of Commodores on the front lawn, Holden Commodores, like that area is going to gentrify in a couple of years.
It's prime for growth. Yeah.